President Trump said that when it comes to the Iran war, he doesn't think about Americans' financial situation. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Wednesday, May 13th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. President Trump spoke to reporters yesterday outside the White House before departing on his trip to China. One journalist asked him to what extent the financial situation of Americans was motivating him to reach a deal to end the war with Iran. He answered,
"Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all."
Those remarks quickly drew criticism from Democrats and appeared to undermine Trump's campaign pledge to address the cost of living crisis. Since the start of the Iran war in late February, inflation in the U.S. has risen to its highest rate in nearly 3 years. It's been driven up by higher energy costs, including the price of gas, and the cost of certain groceries has also spiked as a result of the war. Trump claimed once again yesterday that oil prices would drop when the war concludes. But according to multiple assessments, it could take months to see significant relief at the pump. During a combative hearing in Congress, FBI Director Kash Patel denied excessive drinking. That's number 2. Last month, The Atlantic published an article alleging Patel's alcohol consumption has impaired his ability to do his job. It cited unnamed sources who offered an unflattering assessment of Patel's year leading the nation's chief law enforcement agency. Patel has sued the magazine and denied its claims. And yesterday, he made his most defiant effort yet to push back. Patel lashed out at Democratic lawmakers who questioned him about his drinking during a congressional budget hearing. Here's Patel and Maryland Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen getting into it.
Are you willing to take the test, it's called the audit test, that members of our active duty military and others take to determine whether they have a drinking problem?
I'll take any test you're willing to take.
I will take it, Director Patel. I'll take it. You ready to take it?
Let's go.
Yes or no?
Let's go. Side by side.
I'll take it.
Patel responded to the onslaught with personal attacks. His critics say the article alleging that he drinks to excess should endanger his future at the agency. Number 3. Trump shared a post calling for the arrest of former President Barack Obama. From around 10 p.m. on Monday until about 8 a.m. Tuesday morning, Trump went on a posting spree. He railed against his political opponents in more than 4 dozen posts and reposts on his social media platform, Truth Social. In one example, Trump reposted an account that accused Barack Obama of treason without evidence and called for the former president's arrest. Although the post originated from another Truth Social user, it touched on a claim Trump has been promoting for years, that the Obama administration spied on his 2016 presidential campaign. In his flurry of online activity, the president also criticized the New York Times for a story about his planned changes to the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. And he continued to relitigate the 2020 presidential election, which he falsely claims was stolen. South Carolina Republicans blocked plans to eliminate a prominent Democrat's House seat. That's number 4. President Trump has been pushing Republicans in red states to redraw their congressional maps, especially after the Supreme Court dramatically weakened the Voting Rights Act last month. Trump wants to boost his party's chances of hanging on to its slim House majority in November's midterm elections. But his plans suffered a setback yesterday in South Carolina. Republicans in the state legislature rejected a plan aimed at flipping the state's only Democratic-held House seat. That seat has long been occupied by one of the country's most senior and influential Black leaders, Representative James Clyburn. South Carolina Republicans decided not to redraw their map after a GOP leader, Shane Massey, warned it could backfire by spreading out Republican voters too much. That could leave the party with fewer seats. He warned his fellow Republicans yesterday not to get too greedy.
To most people in the country, I think this is a perfect example of just how much elected officials have lost their way. Too many people in power just want to do whatever it takes to stay in power. They'll do whatever it takes to keep it.
Despite South Carolina's decision, Republicans still hold an advantage in the national redistricting fight. Elon Musk turned an online nobody into his biggest promoter. That's our fifth story. The tech billionaire and former Trump advisor is currently locked in a contentious courtroom drama with his former OpenAI co-founders. One person who has been cheering him along is an account on his social media platform X, known as XFreeze. The anonymous account has risen swiftly from obscurity to become one of the most visible on the platform. That was achieved by constantly praising Musk himself, who then shares the praise to his more than 200 million followers. It's a symbiotic relationship. Musk's X pays verified users for going viral, and Musk has used XFreeze's posts to shape public narratives about his businesses and legal battles. Several XFreeze posts shared by Musk that were critical of his legal targets recently prompted a judge to ask him to pull back on posting about the case. Number 6. Recent college graduates are having a hard time finding work. In theory, it should be a great time to be a college grad applying for a job. The economy is growing and unemployment is low. But in reality, it's rough out there. For one thing, companies are not bringing on new people at a rate you'd expect in a strong economy. The hiring rate has hovered well below pre-pandemic levels for more than a year. Some companies say it's because they are still trying to recalibrate after hiring sprees in 2021 and 2022. Meanwhile, entry-level jobs are vanishing. And artificial intelligence is changing how companies think about hiring. Some are waiting to see what tasks the technology may be able to take over. Recruiters also say they are being overwhelmed by AI-generated applications while using AI themselves to screen out applicants. And at number 7. Having a dog might boost your longevity. That's right, it's the second day in a row we're bringing you dog news. This time it's more, shall we say, scientifically grounded than yesterday's dispatch about pet psychics. Anyway, in a 2019 meta-analysis of nearly 4 million people, dog ownership was linked to a 24% lower risk of death from any cause during the study period compared to dogless people. The benefit seemed especially strong in those who had previous heart attacks. This could be because dogs love to walk. They demand it. Numerous other studies show that dog owners are more likely to achieve the recommended level of physical activity per week. Dogs also fight loneliness by boosting social connections. So, thanks to all the good boys and girls out there for keeping us humans alive. All right, you're all caught up. For all the biggest dog and human news, make sure you sign up for the 7 newsletter. It's where you can find links to all the stories I talk about here on the podcast and a lot more we can't fit in. You can find the link to sign up in our show notes or by Googling the 7 from the Washington Post. It's totally free and lands in your inbox early every weekday morning, just in time for walkies. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.